A lot of you have been wondering how Nearly Headless Nick, our one-eyed garter snake that got hit by the lawnmower, has been doing, and I am happy to announce that not only is he surviving, but he is looking better like every day. So today I'll be showing you a compilation of video clips that I've been taking to show his progress at our house. We have had Nick for about a month, give or take now, and he's going through his first shed with us. And something I found really interesting is even though we're pretty sure he is blind, he was still able to find his humidity box all on his own. And he has been chilling in here for the last day or so. Looks like I have to add a little more water to some of the moss, but see, his eye is pretty cloudy. And I'm really curious to see how good of a shed he has. So I'll keep you posted on that. It's official. We have our first shed with Nick, also known as Mike Wazowski now. But he's shedding kind of in a weird order, and his eye is even cloudier than it was during the blue phase. So, I don't know, this guy continues to confuse and amaze me in his adaptation abilities. But I'm going to give him, I think, a day to see if he can get this off on his own, and if not, I may help him out. Well, little Nick was not able to shed on his own, so I just soaked him in a around 80 to 85 degree water-soaked pillowcase or snake bag for about 20 minutes, and it seems to have done the job. It's starting to come off around his neck, so I should be able to get the rest off on my own. I know a lot of people will say or tell you that it's not good to help a snake shed, but if the snake has already begun the shedding process, it doesn't hurt them one bit to help them out. Usually they don't need to be helped and they can shed on their own. Given the right temperature and humidity requirements are met, and the snake is obviously healthy enough to shed and has enough rough objects to rub up against. But because of his special case, he does need my help, but again, this is not hurting him in any way, since he has already started shedding. I don't normally recommend shedding them backwards, but since I'm not able to start it from the front and peel it back like it normally would, the only direction I have as an option is peeling from the back to the front when it comes to his face. So this will get interesting. Hopefully it comes off all right. Well, we got the shed off. It took a little while and a couple soaks in that bag, but it's all off now, and he's so much brighter, which makes sense, but still, he's looking good. Here he is just a couple days after his first shed, and as you can see, there's still something not quite right with his face. I mean, other than the fact that he's missing half of it. We had some friends over, actually, to film the blindfolded snake ID challenge video, and one of our friends, Rebecca, you may remember her from it, spent some extra time with Nick and was able to get yet another layer of shed skin off of his entire face, including his eye. She spent probably about an hour very meticulously removing that old shed and those old scabs along with it, and when she was done, this is what he looked like. And it was just amazing to see the difference in his appearance and see how well his wounds really are healing. His entire face just looks a lot cleaner now, and even though some of his gum line is now exposed, it's still good to have removed that old dead flesh so that it can continue to heal itself. Now fast forward to today, and he is just about ready for his second shed with us. Let's check him out. First off, I've been kind of recording everything that goes on with him. I've been feeding him every 4 days, and he's now at 22 grams, which is great, and he's holding on to it too. Haven't written down his weight today yet. But the big change we did since the first video was we switched his bedding from the aspen fibers to this, I think it's Katie brand, just paper bedding. This is a lot softer, and we were worried that the aspen fibers may rupture his eye, so this should be a lot safer for him too. We've kept everything in the same spot so he can, since he's blind, learn where things are, and he has learned where they are too. Drinks water, he knows how to use his humidity box when he's getting ready for a shed. Right now he's in his cave. He loves his cave, although we do see him out and about all the time too. Let's check him out. Hey buddy, how are you doing? Hey Nick, are you sleeping? Oh my goodness, you can see his eye is super cloudy. He's really in blue right now, ready for that second shed. He still tongue flicks out of the side of his mouth, and he still kind of has to feel around by bumping his face into things in order to figure out where he's going. But he is just a cute little snake. It's been neat to see his personality come out, and what I love is that after his first shed, his mouth really cleared up. Like, it seems a lot cleaner now than it did originally. So that's been kind of neat to see too. Hey buddy, how are you? I just love this little snake. Where are you going? But despite his handicap, he is still very curious, feels his way all around the tank while he explores, and he acts otherwise just like a normal snake from what I've been noticing. He definitely loves his cave, loves climbing. He likes his humidity box too, especially now that he's in blue and getting ready to shed. And when I feed him, he actually is able to finish the mouse on his own. He still doesn't eat the entire mouse, but once it gets down to about the back legs, then he takes it from there and he pushes it down and finishes the meal. So I'm hoping that I can eventually push the mouse in less and less and have him take over sooner and sooner till eventually he one day eats the entire mouse on his own. But we're working on that. If you look at his sides, he no longer has that flap of skin down his side, so his body condition has improved drastically, even though he's only gained about 4 to 6 grams. He is looking a lot better. He still has not gained enough weight to bring him in for surgery, so we're waiting until he gains a little bit more weight before doing that procedure. But once he's ready, I'll be making another video of us going through that process. So until then, we'll just be continuing to feed him. And I guess just stay tuned for his surgery video when that day comes along.